Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly, along with Chad and Josh. I'm Lyle, and boys, I got something to say about the ball games. But first off, this is Memorial Day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it
This
is.
is one of the most important holidays ever, every year, and it comes around, and people have fun. They go out on the lake and they ski and go fishing and whatever people do. They barbecue and feed their families, and everybody sits around, has a beer, and a good time. Just remember why we're celebrating this holiday. That's why it's so important. So thank all of the former veterans and the ones and their families that didn't make it back. It means so much to all of us, and it should mean that much to everyone.
100%.
Absolutely.
Now, with that being said, there was a 3-game series in St. Louis, the Cards and the Cubs over the weekend. One game was rained out. And Spanky on the other two as the Cardinals whipped them Cubs' butt.
You know what, though?
Tell me.
They still haven't even came close to tying up
Stop
the
it.
all-time
That has
series
nothing to
against
do
the
with-
Cubs, but
That
I
that's,
has
knew where he was going with that.
nothing to do with it. I couldn't help it, though.
what do you do?
Ain't no way around
Oh, man. What did you guys do today? I cooked bacon. Oh, my back hurts so bad. My feet and legs from standing up over that thing. That's a lot of bacon, dude.
that was a good
That
amount
was
of
a
bacon.
lot
It
of
looked
bacon.
It's in the
I-
freezer now.
I slept a little bit, and I worked on my riding lawnmower. Got it working on getting it going, and I cooked the most delicious dinner. I mean,
Do
D
tell.
just raved about it. Jif peanut butter with some jelly on some honey wheat bread.
I bet she did.
There you go.
Hey, she actually did. She was craving it the other day, and we were at the store and got some. And I was like, honey, it's just me and you. I said, what kind of fancy dinner you want tonight for Memorial Day? And she goes, how fancy you gonna get? And I said, well, I got some PB&J in there with your name on it. And she's like, oh yeah.
Oh no.
You know, we just fancy sometimes, guys.
You
It's,
got to go
Okay.
fancy. Every once in a while, you got to go fancy.
I understand.
I didn't do a whole heck of a lot today. I got out and ran the pressure washer a little bit, so that's always not fun. And but
I
clean-
would, but my pressure washer needs fixed.
I just fixed mine. I just
Well,
had to
my-
replace the pump in it. So
That's what I'll say. I need to replace the pump. It got it in the late summer year before last. Got it out in the spring after I thought I drained it all and the housing all
Yep.
cracked on me. So that was fun when I started it up and it took off everywhere, spraying me. But it was fun. What do you do?
I understand.
that all you could do on that one.
Well,
Yep. I know.
let's say hi to these beautiful people in chat real quick, and then we
That
got
sounds
some
like a
tournament
plan.
results as well from Mr. Brad Becks.
Let's do it.
All right. You want me to get it there, Joshy?
I
got
can do it here.
All
First up, we've got Mike Irvin, John Boy's Catfishing, member LG Bass, Benoit Fishing Outdoors, Joe Newman, Pontoon Jody Catfishing, Sean Abney. Let's see here. There's Mikey from Greenwell Fishing, Bugman22, Brad Becks, Mark Barnum, Dan Burer. There is channel member Danny Stone Outdoors. There's Michelle from It's All Mine. Catch Fish with Us. Let's see here. There's Mr. Dave Funk. Crappie Dave Fish On. There's Matt from Wannabe Outdoors. Parker Pursuits. Lance McCougai, the Hawaiian fisherman. JG Hill Studio. There is Circle Hook Productions. 205 Wild Action. Don Johnson. Let's see. And I am now down to the bottom. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. But
Sorry, I was laughing. I seen Tom LG Bass getting himself in trouble in chat with Michelle.
well, I saw he got an angry face for something, but I hadn't been able to see what it was
He
yet.
said
so.
hi to her, and I guarantee they're sitting right next to each other.
Oh, wow.
That seems like something I'd do.
I know it's what Dockery does.
Hi to us, let alone Katie.
Oh,
yeah.
no, he's just an angry old man,
Mm-hmm.
like
All
a
right.
angry midget.
I'd quit calling him names when he's taller than you are.
He's
Mhm.
not.
Whatever. We got tournament results from May 18th from the Master Bait and Tackle Tournament and Trail from Lake Schaefer in Monticello, Indiana. Let's see what we got here. We'll go to top 5 today. We got Nubian Messersmith at 45.91 pounds. Fourth place, Dubusque in Valencia, 46.85. In third place, we've got Bex and Bilderbeck, 47.95 with a big fish of 26.08 for the tournament. That was a flathead. In second place, we got Hurlburt Lockridge at 52.53. And rounding out the first place finish with Chapman and Chapman, 72.95. Wait a minute. Nope, that's the big fish, 28.44.
Oh, nice.
I missed that one. Let me make sure I got that right here. Yep.
See, my wife has joined us.
Rowdy Royal has joined us. 205 action. Wild action.
All right, that whole chat just disappeared on me, Lyle.
Your chat disappeared?
The chat
Delete
from
it?
me, you, and Brad, where he sent us that just now.
I
That's
still got
weird.
mine up.
You got kicked out of the group, Chad.
I probably did.
What did you do? I got a message
There,
from
there
you.
it is. There it is. I found it. You know, it was bringing up old results when I opened it up. Now it is. Yeah, the 28.44 pounder flathead was a flathead, and that was the big fish. There we go.
I got a message from your brother.
Yeah, I just got one from him.
Me too.
I think it was.
He
Pointed
uses such
towards me.
colorful language.
He does.
Mm-mm-mm.
He does. Oh my gosh.
He uses words about as short as he is.
So, fellas, who went fishing over the weekend?
I went Saturday. Pleasure boat season has arrived.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I thought about going down to the boat ramp and bringing a lawn chair and a sign that said, "I'll back your boat in for $5," and seeing if I can make any money.
Just have a camera sitting there on a tripod, let it run.
That would work. That would work too. Just go live from the boat ramp and watch all the idiots. Because I mean, I got to
And you know
admit, I
what
watched the wavy boats down there on, down around Miami. I can't remember the name of that inlet, but all those boats trying to make it out of that rough water. I'll watch them.
You know what makes a lot of guys mad? A woman pull an empty trailer down and back it right in, and they can't get theirs in. That really sets them on fire, and I find that extremely funny. I don't know why. It just
Haul over inlet. That's it. Thank you, Circle Hook.
Haul over.
Haul over inlet. If you haven't watched Haul over inlet, it is quite amusing.
I try to not go out on holiday weekends for the reasons of all the boaters, and a lot of people don't have the opportunity to go out through the week like I do. So if I want to go fishing, it's a lot easier for me to go through the week. I don't have to fight the crowds and the dummies and all that. I can just go anytime I want, and it's a little easier, less congestion, and you don't get into it. Most of the time, you're not getting into it with some idiot at the ramp, because let's face it, that happens to me a lot for whatever reason. But
Napoleon syndrome.
it could
Anyway.
be. These people that are out there over these holiday weekends, they're out to have a good time,
Yeah.
and I just stay out of the way and let them have it. Now, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm looking, if the waters went down a little bit, I'm looking at being out there and catching some more fish, because I didn't get a bragging board fish this week.
I did have one, but
Please
I mean,
explain.
usually, I don't know if I even sent it to you guys. But yeah, usually this time of year, especially over this weekend, and what I had originally planned was I was going to go Friday night and Saturday night.
It does. Go ahead, Chad.
But I ended up, with the storms and stuff that we had come through, the weather pattern here changed a little bit, and it was only about a 30-40% chance for about 2 hours Saturday morning. So I decided to go Saturday morning instead, which I really wish I would have kept to my original plan and go out in the evening. But me and my buddy Bill went out Saturday morning because another guy one of our friends was taking a boat out that he's been working on, and we want to make sure if he got out there, he had help. But I caught me a nice little flathead. It was probably about 5-6 pounds. It was a cute little thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
But my buddy caught it about an 8 to 10 pound blue cat. We didn't weigh it, either one of them, but then it was like boom. But those were our 2 hits. They hit really well, and then the rest of the day was just nothing. It's a little tap here and there, and that was about it.
Thank you, Ray, for being a member for 36 months.
Absolutely.
You, Ray.
Great guy. He's been following Catfish Weekly for a long, long time. We're happy to have him. It has rained so much here lately. It is unbelievable. What are you doing?
Tom wants. Hold on. There we go. My fingers are freaking crossed, Tom. That is great news right there. Oh, the deli that had the maple bacon jam is reopened under new management. You have no idea.
Oh, wow. Chad's not hard to please. Have you noticed that?
Burrito Catfish Lady. Yes, that is Chad in the Cubs shirt. Me in the Cardinal shirt.
Yep.
And he didn't even watch baseball. But I love it. It's my favorite sport. They're my favorite team. If they lost every game, I'd still watch them every time it was on TV. But I like the sport. I'll watch any team play baseball. Doesn't matter which one. I just love to watch the game.
No, I'd have liked to have gone fishing this weekend. It did not happen. I was Saturday. It was kind of we were in and out. I was trying to get some wiring done on the boat and get that that bait tank video edited out and posted in time. And then Sunday, we didn't stray too far from the house. They had some pretty significant weather that was in the forecast for us. It ended up being a rather eventful night just south of us on Lake of Egypt. They had a very photogenic EF3 tornado come through, but no major injuries, so that's always good. And we stuck around at the Parker.
Dockery said I had so much rain I had a lake in my front yard. Well, it's not exactly my front yard. I have a drain between me and the lady to the west, and I could have probably launched my boat there about every night this weekend. It was so much water running through it, and it stays in that retention pond. Personally, I wish they would fix that retention pond where it would hold some of the water, and I'd fill it up with bluegill so I could go up there and fish whenever I want to. It only makes sense to me, but it drains out. I mean, in a day and a half, if it's completely bank full, it'll be gone in a day and a half.
Chad, he's retired and could fish every day, and yet he doesn't.
I know.
I have an emoji for you. Michelle says she loves baseball too, and being at the park is so much fun. It really is. Red Sox, I was born there. It's in our DNA. That is, I like their Sox. I like the Atlanta Braves. I'm not big on the California teams for whatever reason, but I'll root for a National League team over an American League team every time. And I hate it that they don't let the pitchers bat because they're missing a golden opportunity. Guys like Adam Wainwright was an asset to the St. Louis Cardinals because he could hit as well as a lot of the regular players, and he was a pitcher for years. So I think that's wrong to do that. If they can't hit a ball, they shouldn't be pitching. Just me. There's an Astros fan, Circle Hook Protections. Awesome.
Hey, Lyle.
Sir?
I know we're kind of getting off topic with baseball there, but I got a question for you about that. How did you feel when the St. Louis Brown Stockings became the St. Louis Cardinals?
I don't remember that. That's before my time, Chadwick.
No. 1882 season. Remember that? I mean, I know it's been a little bit.
I do not remember.
I'm just wondering
The
if you
82
remember.
season, yeah.
Yeah, 82 is a little before my time. I remember going to Sportsman Stadium when I was pretty young with a group of Boy Scouts, and I remember going to Bush 1 a number of times, and now I've been to Bush 2. So if you think about and check back how long ago it was that the Sportsman, they call it Sportsman's Park. That was a long time ago. It was in, I think, mid-'60s, early '60s. I was real small. A bunch of us got to go down there and watch. And I've seen some of the great guys play, and from every team. I've seen some really good baseball played. But you're right, we are off topic. But this is Memorial Weekend, so we can go. My good friend, the great fisherman Ron Workman, him and I used to argue about the Cardinals and the Cubs all the time. He's from Indiana. He lived over there. And we would go at it so hot and heavy, people would send me messages, you better leave that old man alone. He's going to beat your ass one of these days. And I said, you guys don't understand. We're great friends. We hug when we see each other. I said, it's not like that at all. We're just having a good time. And we did a lot. So I miss him dearly. He was the greatest Cubs fan.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Parker's definitely made it known that we should switch topics.
I think.
Dockery's talking about a video that Lyle doesn't want shown.
Stop. That's Photoshop.
That's not Photoshopped.
Sure it is. Parker, you gotta stop.
Blame me. Oh. He's hacked my account.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Oh, it went away.
It did. Did I see Danny Stone in there?
Yeah, Danny's been in here since the get-go. He was in here.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Every once in a while, he shows up
on
at the
time.
beginning. Yeah.
It throws us all off. Well, Woods, I got a question for you. So the river out here, I'm sure it's warmer down where you're at. We're at 72 to 73 degrees in the main river. So we are right on the cusp of spawn beginning. I'm pretty sure it's probably already starting.
I'm sure
down where your guys are at. But and I had a question posed to me today. What are y'all's thoughts about it? So, with the slower month ahead due to spawn, thermocline, etc. coming, what are some tactics that you use fishing during the spawn? Like casting closer to banks or downsizing hooks and banks, fishing night more, etc. Methods, live bait versus cut bait more. Just want your guys' thought of what you guys start doing in the spawn phase of things. Let's face it, the males go on. The males stay on the nest. The females come off. They're fairly quick, right? So it's not like you can't catch fish.
Yeah, the females,
but it slows down.
Yeah, I think most of them go shallow.
Mm-hmm.
They mostly go shallow. They lay their eggs fairly shallow, depending on the situation in the lake or river or whatever that you're talking about. But I don't like to catch them males while they're on the nest because once you pull them off the nest, according to Missouri Department of Conservation, rarely do they ever go back.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose that whole thing. Now, the females, they go in there, they do their business, they drop them eggs, they're ready to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I think they are fairly shallow too, because that's where the bait fish are at. And right now, crappie should be coming off of spawn and bluegill should be going on
They should be
spawn.
coming on there.
Right. And I don't know, Josh, you may know more about this than the rest of us. I'm not sure about shad. I don't know. I think they've already spawned.
Shad should have already spawned. And you go through that 2 or 3 week phase where it's really hard to find shad. That's when they're spawning. They are up as absolute shallow as they can get, and then they start venturing out. Well, right now the backs of the coves are just around here, at least, are just full of shad. You throw the net one time, you've got enough bait for the rest of the day. But so they haven't ventured back out to the deeper water. It's just a matter of time before they do. But yeah, just this time of year with everything spawning, just go up shallow. Those fish are looking for something to eat, whether it be shad. I think they come up there when the shad come up to spawn, and they stay at least through the end of the bluegill spawn. It's easy food for them. They're opportunists. They're going to take it.
I think that this is going to be an early year for spawn, and I think that they will be coming off the nest, the majority of them, in the last couple of weeks of June and the very first part of July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, normally by July 4th, that spawn's done.
July 4th has always been a time where you could always count on catching a few fish.
Yeah. But the other thing, like, you guys, you think you going, downsizing to smaller baits and stuff is the way to go when they're coming off spawn and starting to look for food, or do you think they're going back to normal size?
I stick with the normal size bait.
Yeah, I don't downsize ever. The only time I downsize is in the winter.
But see, I've always been not always, because there's days where I just throw nothing but big baits, but trying to figure out what they want, whether it's a smaller chunk of fillet, something like that. I usually throw 1 or 2 oddballs like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's what was weird. My buddy Bill went out the weekend before, and the only thing they would hit was skipjack. We never got a single bite all day on skipjack. I'm sorry, I take it back. We did on one. Something gnawed on the back end of a skipjack head. But everything else was fresh caught shad that we on Saturday. It was weird.
It's hard to beat fresh caught bait. Fresh caught bait.
Now, Danny Stone has a great post here that there's literally billions of 1/4 inch baby Asian carp all along the banks of the Mississippi today. That has become a natural food source. Mm-hmm. It's proven in studies now that they have established themselves so well that for blue cat, flatheads, and channel cats, they have become a food source, a natural food source for them. The problem is they grow so fast, they get so big that they can't handle them.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're small like this, a catfish will just run around and open his mouth and just suck up tons of them things.
Oh, yeah.
But Asian carp spawn 3 or 4 times a year, and they lay just astronomical amounts of eggs. That's why we'll never get rid of them. We're stuck with them, and we'll always have them. But now that the fish know that it's a food source, people need to think about that when they're out getting bait. Utilize it. They're eating them, people.
Mm-hmm. Just be careful if you're moving. You're not supposed to catch bait in one body of water and use it in another.
That's right. Don't haul them around.
Do we all do it? Yes. We just don't talk about it.
That's right.
Be careful. Learn what those baby Asian carp look like. They look an awful lot like a gizzard shad.
Yes, they do when they're small.
You could inadvertently introduce Asian carp to a body of water that doesn't have them.
And nobody wants that.
No. And speaking of invasive species, Richard from Fishing and Freedom today had a post. Somebody caught a snakehead down at Wapapello over in Missouri.
That's a crying shame. Because if there's one, there's more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have those Asian carps up here. Like I said, we've caught the babies here and there in the net. We actually, one night, me and J-Dog was out, and we were coming back in up the Licking River, and there was one probably and it was floating dead. Like, I don't know if it's hard to really see it. And there's
Yep.
try to get it.
You had it.
Yeah, but that thing had to have been 40 to 50 pounds up
I
here.
think they're everywhere down here.
So I'm just wondering how long it's going to take before we start seeing them like you guys see them down that
I'm
way.
shocked you haven't by now.
I am too.
We see them here and there, like I said, but nothing.
I'm surprised they have not, because it can't be it can't be a temperature thing, because they're all over the Illinois River.
Oh yeah, Illinois River's just loaded.
Illinois River's
That's
done.
north it is. It's unbelievable how many's in that Illinois River. It must be the fact that the Ohio rarely has any current.
Could be.
I don't know. They sit in the slack water on us.
Just kidding.
I was like, you go to one of those back sloughs, and
it may be the fact
that
all the stuff that gets dumped in that Ohio River out east, all the way through it. It has. Yeah. Man, just look at all the chemicals that's dumped in that river alone.
Yeah.
From out in Pittsburgh on down.
All the way down.
All the way down through there. And I know they try to clean that up a little bit, but it's still not. It's chemicals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can only do so much with it.
That's right. That's right. And it may be part of it. You get caught dumping that stuff in the Mississippi River, you better bend over and grab your ankles, because business is fixing to pick up. They don't go for that stuff on that river, on anywhere. But for some reason, they allow it on. But what are you going to do with that stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do with it?
You would literally have to have a part of the river, diverted into a, big, huge plant that comes back, it filters everything out and cleans the freaking water fresh. And it's never going to happen. Never.
No.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you to all of our vets in chat. And
you bet. Looking for Fridays. Thanks so much for that post. It means the world to a bunch of people, us three in particular, but a lot of others. Thank you.
Speaking of vets, Lyle, I've got the stuff in here in the room that Mr. Richard Ward donated to do our annual giveaway to. So we'll have a post out here coming up in the next week or so, and then we will draw around July 4th for that.
That sounds great. Richard is such a great supporter of what we do on Catfish Weekly, has been for years. Matt with Wannabe Outdoors is a winner. I had a message the other day that I was going through and deleting a bunch of stuff from one of the people that won one of the reels last year, where she had thanked us for doing that, and I sent her a message back to thank Richard Ward is the guy that donated this. Make sure that you mention him. And when the reel arrived at her house, she sent me another one, said, hey, we got this, and she was going to give it to her husband, and really cool stuff. Some people don't like that stuff shared out. I don't mention names unless I have approval from them as a rule, or I know them really well. I know that Matt's not going to get mad at me. He won a beautiful rod rack and met him halfway to where he lives down in Arkansas, and we had dinner. Give him that that rod rack. He was in love with it. I forgot the kind of car he was, but he had it fixed up where he had rod holders overhead. It was like an SUV, and he opened it up, put it in there. I said, man, wait a minute, whoa, I have to take a look at this. It was real cool. We had a great time with Matt, and those things mean so much, and we're able to do that thanks to people like Richard Ward.
Yep. Do you want to see what all he gave? I still haven't had a chance to show to you yet.
No, you haven't, because you've been busy working on your lawn.
I have. Yeah, I've been that, and my back was down
working on
several days.
I still have that picture too, Matt.
Chad's trying to be like me, working on lawnmowers and all that stuff. Yeah, he's trying
to doing videos.
Well, I can only do a little bit at a time because my
wrong one.
I'm trying to. Anyway, here I had to show you to you. Well, we got a nice ancient mariner orange rod that he gave.
Very nice.
There's the color of it. Nice looking Ancient Mariner.
Is that cork grip?
No, it's the EVA foam. It's just an
Okay.
orange.
Okay.
He's got the orange Ancient Mariner. Let me see if I can put some bad juju on this here.
Oh, he's going to touch it and never catch a fish now.
That's right. I'll just open it up. But it's got the orange Ancient Mariner
Oh yeah.
reel.
Very
Yep, the
nice.
6,000 reel to go on it.
Now, are you familiar with those reels, either one of you?
Yeah, I've got some.
Okay. How does the 6,000 Ancient Mariner compare to 6,000 Abbott Garcia?
Nothing touches an Abu.
Well, is it like a 6,500 or?
It's about a 6,500.
Yeah, it's roundabout.
They cast really, really freaking good. I can tell you that.
Hey, that's half the battle.
You will have to. The veteran that wins this will have to supply their own line, hooks, but we'll help you cut your bait up. We've got a pair of shears. And just so, in case you like to go bank fishing, he also donated this here takedown rod holder. It's also matching your rod. So
that's awesome. How are we going to do this? Just one giveaway?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, how you wanted to do that, but
I'm open to suggestions.
I definitely think the rod and reel need to be together.
I agree, 100%. I would like to see everybody win things when we do this, but it's just not possible. But since we are doing this for veterans, I'll throw in a box full of hand ties.
Okay.
To another veteran.
That's so we know you're not going to fish with them, so somebody needs to get some use out of all those hand ties you make.
Oh wow!
You can listen to Dockery too much. But yeah, Catfish with Us says Ancient Mariner warranty is amazing.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about their warranty.
I've heard they've got a lifetime warranty on them.
Lifetime warranty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hard to beat.
It doesn't say here on the box, but I have heard that before that they have really, really good warranty.
I know Jeremy from Creole Catfishing likes them, and he puts a hurt on his reels. So
yeah.
I didn't know he fished it either. I thought he became Lyle.
He's gonna palm you.
Oh wow!
That little fella, come on now.
Hey, there's Guerrero.
Hey, welcome, buddy. But yeah, to me, that's all matching stuff. I think it ought to go to one person.
Yeah,
I would agree.
We'll do that. I'll give a box of I'll give a nice box of hand ties.
Yeah.
I do want to look for a pair of these scissors.
I can get something real quick.
I got some like this.
Well, he was telling me about these scissors, and he said they're really, really good shears, and they've got the line cutter, cutter and stuff like that.
Them are Berkeley's?
These are Berkeley bait shears.
I need to check them out.
Yeah, I'm going to look them up too.
Richard Ward is the best. There's no question about it. We can't thank him enough. I can't remember how many years it's been. Every year on our trip to Mendota, he gives stuff away.
Yep.
For us to give away on our show to veterans. That's as good as it gets. I mean, it don't get any better than that. When we're taking care of the people that take care of us, it's a shame we can't give something to all of them, but that's just not feasible. And we usually have quite a bit of participation. We'll set something up on the Catfish Weekly Facebook page, and you sign up for that. You will be in the drawing, and we'll do it live on our show around July 4th.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like that Monday will be the 1st.
That sounds like the perfect date.
July the 1st.
All right. So like I said, we'll have to get that post up on the Catfish Weekly site. Let's make sure we share that out, Lyle, in here, so people do know where to go to check that out. And hopefully everybody's already a part of the Catfish Weekly Facebook group here.
See if I can find this thing.
I got it right here.
You drop it, big guy.
And I found something cool a minute ago, Chad. So we're going to sweeten the deal. I made sure I could get it before I said anything, but I found it here. We're going to give line and hooks. That way, whoever wins this is going to be ready to go.
Heck yeah!
Look at that line.
Oh, that's sharp.
No, that's perfect.
It's perfect for it.
Made
like
for
that.
it. Yeah.
It's Berkeley Big Game Orange. I've got that on a couple reels. It works real well. So we'll let them pick how heavy a line they want on that. It looks like it comes in 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, all the way, all around. So
Great.
Nice.
Somebody's going to win a really nice setup.
Somebody's going to be set up pretty good. So
Now, before, boys, what I asked when they post was their last rank, whether it's present day or former, and what branch of the military they's in. That, not that anybody would do anything wrong, but we need to make sure that this stuff goes to who it's supposed to go to.
Yep. And that is true military. No, not somebody like me that was like
prestige to Call of Duty.
Prestige, at Call of Duty back in the day. This is real veterans, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no stolen valor going on. So.
That's right. We don't want any.
That's right.
No place for that.
Nope.
But we've got a good group of viewers. I honestly don't.
I just can't imagine anybody doing it, but we want you to tell everybody. Tell all your friends and family that's military people.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do that, we know you're also telling the right folks, and they're the people that deserve it. So.
Yep. We, keep growing it, sharing it out and bringing those people in. There's a lot of veterans too that these shows and us going fishing and our videos, and whether it be live or edited and stuff, it helps a lot of veterans out. They really do enjoy watching it. So Dave Funk, it looks like Josh said July 1st would be about when the drawing will be. So we'll get that post up on Facebook this week. Right, Lyle?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And then, just like we always do, you'll go in there and comment your service, your what branch and last rank and all that stuff. So
we should have tons of. We have 12,400 members in our Facebook public group.
wow.
There's no reason why we don't have a lot of people in these giveaways.
Yep.
Yeah.
And people like Dave Funk, I share out our stuff to his Facebook page every week, and he's got a bunch of followers. And like I say, if you guys are not former military or current status, but your son, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your grandpa, tell them about it. They have the same chance as everybody else does.
Yep.
Because we'll just load this stuff up in a random generator, which there is one on StreamYard.
Yeah, that's how we did it last year.
That's how we'll pick it. And we have no control over who that picks, so it's as fair as it possibly can be, and some lucky winner will take care of it.
Yep, they're going to come up with a real good setup.
I agree.
Big thanks to Richard Ward, Mad Catter, for donating that. So.
He's the best.
Yeah, I love we got to hang out with him when we was up there in Mendota Friday night and Saturday. He went home Saturday morning, but he stopped over and talked to me, as he was getting ready to pull out. And
we come
he's
back.
a great dude.
What was it? 2 years ago, we was up there. We come back and we followed him, and I don't know if that was his son or a buddy, whoever it was. Anyhow, we stopped and ate breakfast with them on our way back or dinner, whatever it was. And then when we got so far down into Iowa, he went one way and we went another. Just a great guy.
Yep.
So that's awesome. Again, thank you, Richard. We'll see that it gets to who it belongs, needs to be with,
Yeah.
for sure.
Catfish regulators.
I ain't paying him no attention.
So Chad's going gray to match Lyle.
I would have said hi if he would have been like that. Rude. Oh boy, I tell you what, my
Tell
11-day vacation's over as of tonight. I got to go back to work tomorrow.
I've got tomorrow off, but then I got to go back on Wednesday. So
Well,
I get an extra day for the holiday. Since I'm off on the holiday as my regular day, I get one more. So
Lucky
what a
jerk.
deal.
mm-hmm.
That's
You lucky
quite awesome. Yeah.
Check my messenger. Okay, let me look here.
You know the old feeling there, huh, Mr. Randy?
Okay.
God only knows if it's coming from Matt, what he sent you.
Oh, hold on.
It's supposed to be nice here all freaking week, and then storms, rain Saturday and Sunday.
That's what they're saying.
But I've got bumping for biggins on Saturday morning. We'll be doing that one.
Rain or not, huh?
That's right, because I won't be out there fishing.
Because he'll be at home.
Right.
I got a good real quick. I got a message from Matt. I checked that. He sent me a photo of a real nice box. It's a trophy cat tackle. Looks like it's got all kinds of sinkers and swivels and beads and rattles and hooks and everything. He said he'll give this away to a brother or sister veteran as well in that giveaway. So
Wow.
whoever wins is going to be set to go. The only thing we can't send you is fish. So,
but that's why you could tune in here, because we try to talk different things, different ways, help people catch more fish. So
Absolutely.
We could talk about the methods that have worked for Lyle over the last couple 100 years, and things that the new style and the new age stuff that Josh and I have been learning and picking up over the last.
You know what the good thing though is, Chad, about it being Memorial Day, it's getting warmer. It's almost time. It probably is time, as warm as it's gotten this year, for the moon eye to come out.
Oh yeah.
The moon eye actually were running up here at the dam the same time I went up there to get my skipjack. So, but they should be running probably even better here very soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be out there by those barges and everything. They're fun. I like catching those.
They're fun. Get you some crickets. Find rocks. If you can find riprap, they'll be hanging out them riprap. And if you'll just do them like you was drift fishing, cast up and let it float down by them rocks.
Mm-hmm.
They love it. They love crickets. My favorite way is go behind a barge. A barge has been sitting for a long, long time, and that current of the river will go underneath there, and I throw a cast at a bring it 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah, I'll spot lock up behind. If I can find barges that are like too wide, but they're L-shaped, so like you've got two wide up here, and then it's just one wide next to the bank going down, getting that L, spot lock in there or tie off to the barge.
Tie off the barge.
I tie off to the barge and save my trolling motor battery, but
down there at the dam, it's all rock, piles of rock that they've laid, and they got paths that weave in and out of it down to it. There are different levels as the water rises and lowers. You can pick a path, and it's the same thing, Lyle. It's like a sabiki works really well, or 2 or 3, 4 drop shot, whatever with a float. Just throw it on out there and let it right, like you just said, 2 to 4 feet off the bank, and just let it drift right down through there, and you just whack them left and right.
I don't know what it is about moon eye, and we talked about this before. Shad in the wintertime is my favorite bait on the rivers because for whatever reason they just work better. on the lake sheds all that's in there. They don't know what a skipjack is. So why would you? It's kind of like using chicken. There's no chickens in there. Why would you use chicken?
There's
I don't
duck.
understand.
I don't know
it.
though. Danny brought skipjack to Crab Orchard and was catching
I was
fish
gonna say,
on it. So
I've used
But as we rule, it's not going to work as good as something that's already in.
I mean, if I had my
But
choice,
yeah.
I want fresh shad, and I like
I don't
That's
know.
throw them in the live well, let them swim around, and
Here's
But
my thought on
Moon
that.
Eye's
I pick them
everywhere.
and I cut them into thirds. So
Moon Eye is in lakes. It's in river systems. It's in creeks. If you find them in a body of water, they will catch catfish. I don't care what anybody says.
How did? So I know, like all those that I caught that one in that one video I did a couple years ago. I never had any luck on them.
Wow.
I love them.
Me too.
Now I don't know if I just didn't freeze them fast enough, or
I never froze one.
but see that's the thing. If you go and catch 50 to 75 of them, you're not using them all very quick.
I just catch enough to use for we would just use them during tournaments.
Right.
We'd catch enough to do in a tournament, and that's all. I'd caught 6 or 7, and I'd have some skipjack and some shad. But it's amazing how you can have one day to catch fish, and one thing will work. And it may or may not be the thing you expect to work. But Moon Eye, more times than not, will save your butt.
Moon Eye's fairly consistent.
Yeah.
And
See,
I have frozen them. I have frozen them and had good luck with them frozen. Now I use them very quickly, but I lay them out on I know we've talked about this on our bait shows, but I lay them out on a cookie sheet covered in wax paper or whatever, throw it in that upright freezer and just flash freeze them. As soon as they're frozen, they go into vacuum sealer, get vacuumed down, and they're ready to go.
Yep.
Now, see, we've froze those or sealed them and froze them really quick, but for some reason, it was like fish. They were getting tons of hits. They would come up, they'd bite down on it, and they'd let go. And every one of them would have a mouth print around the bottom of the fish. But that was all. I don't know what.
That's
what
wild.
The deal
They
was.
love them down here. So.
And yeah, skipjacks cost about $10 a piece around here nowadays. So if you can't catch them,
I've heard Tennessee. Is it Tennessee that's getting ready to change some of their, or Alabama's going to change their skipjack regulations?
I read the Tennessee, so I don't know if it's going to be in Tennessee or if it's going to be Alabama in the Tennessee River part of it. I don't know. But yeah, they're talking about 50 going down to a 50 skipjack limit versus 100. No, they need to do it honestly down there at freaking Kentucky Lake.
Oh, they do.
The numbers that I'm seeing people talk about catching down there is it's unreal.
The population's good though down there.
For now.
For now, yeah, that's the thing.
The more it becomes popular and people are taking 200, 300, 400, 500 of them at a time out of there, all you're going to be left with you're going to be left with Asian carp. That's what you're going to be left with.
It's not just one person.
It's Alabama to change the law.
That's one of the things that I heard on it, that it was they're not going to be able to commercially sell skipjack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen all the laws. I just seen a Facebook post talking about somewhere they was going down to 50. So I haven't heard anything of where, but yeah.
And that's
why they put the law down in Alabama. People used to go down there and just leave with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Now they put 100.
We need to have them regulations in effect for all fish. We need to welcome a few other people into our show. Big Bill's veteran catfishing has joined us. Greg Burgess, Skipjack Semi Outdoor Adventures, John Boy's Catfishing, Cool Cats. I don't remember if he was here before. Lance McCougai. Did I miss anybody else?
Did you get Northern View Outdoors?
I didn't.
Butterflies and Sunshine.
Thank you all for joining us.
Member James from Cool Cats Fishing. Randy Old Gray Hair Swain.
I think he was in here a while ago, but it doesn't hurt to say his name again. We thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it very much. It means a lot to have you in here with us.
Yeah, we've had a fairly good crowd tonight. Fairly
Yeah.
Especially with it being a holiday weekend, numbers are usually down during that, but we've been averaging about 60 people watching most of the evening. So,
And the only one that got weird on us was Parker, but he always like it.
yeah, he likes to do that.
He's weird.
The $10 a skip, man, I bawled like a little baby when they was charging $2 and $3 for them, man.
Yeah, the last I don't know if they've upped them down here, but down here at Latonia, where I go a lot, 'cause it's only like 15 minutes from the house, it was like $8, $8 a piece, I think, $7.95.
I forget what we paid.
Do I need to go into my spiel about why everything is so expensive now?
No, you do not.
Okay.
I forget what we paid at Monsters on the Ohio to get frozen skipjack, but I couldn't catch any. It was raining. It was just a all around kind of a bad week, and went from there. Catfish
Hey, that's a great reel right there. Outdoors with Indiana with Dave Scott. Watched his video the other day. He got a new one out. If you get a chance, go check it out.
There it is. There it is. Made in Sweden.
That's awesome.
I found this box the other day. I was like, I didn't realize I still had one new in the box. It needs to go on a reel. There's any reel. It needs to go on a rod.
I've got a couple like that.
I know of a red one that's in a leather case that needs to go on a
Yeah,
rod.
yeah, that
It's
is
right here. Would you like to see
Hey,
it?
honestly, Lyle, I have a beautiful red rod
No,
that
no,
reel
No.
would go great on.
no. Never gonna happen.
You don't think that reel would look great on a Chad
It would, but it ain't going on there.
Yeah.
Chad Fields money rod?
I'm thinking, well, that would be a good one to put it on, but I'm thinking that might get buried with me. I kind of like
I
it.
could just see me, Josh, Lyle, or Dockery, and Mark. We all down there digging
With a shovel. Yep.
digging with a shovel. First one to get his coffin open gets the rod, gets the reel.
I'll hand it right here.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Lord have mercy.
You guys are horrible.
I'm
Oh,
always
that is a
leery.
nice. Matt sent me a picture of that tackle box full of gear. That's a nice setup. Man, whoever wins this is going to have great deal.
You are 100% correct on that. And the only thing that I can tell you is if you are buying skipjack from any bait company, one, it helps if you are really, become good kind of friends with the bait shop people where you don't feel like they're going to do you like that. But two things: never, ever, ever take them when they're wrapped in saran wrap.
No.
Understand that. If they've got, I do not like if they have paper towels wrapped around the body,
Newspaper either.
or any kind of paper. Don't buy them. If their eyes are filmy and like gross looking,
Not
they're
clear.
not clear and bright.
not clear. Yeah, don't buy 'em.
Don't buy them. Just I'm telling you that now.
We wrap ours in saran wrap as we're vacuum sealing them, but
Can't.
I also know how ours get taken care of.
I was
And
gonna
I
say
don't
if
sell
you're
'em
doing
either,
it, that's
so,
different. I'm talking about
yeah.
if you're going for
But people do that. But people that are selling it, they'll do that to hide stuff,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
especially
Yeah.
the paper.
Yeah.
Well, I know down at my bait shop, they had, I've always had fairly good luck with them, with their stuff, but they had to get some skipjack from a different provider one time because they were running so low and their normal guy was having troubles. And they got some that had that some paper towels kind of folded over top of them, and I said, you need to tell them don't ever give you those again, because I will not buy them.
Yep.
And I spent enough money there.
Yeah.
And she was absolutely. I'll let them know.
Yeah. And they
So
might
if I
not be
can't see-
hiding something, but
I
it
don't
always
care.
makes you wonder.
If I can't see,
Mm-hmm.
there's still no guarantee
You're
when
buying
you
a
can't
pig
see.
and a poke.
Yep, there's still no guarantee that fish didn't set in a bucket for hours in the sun before they did it. But more than likely, you can at least get some halfway decent if you can really see it. It's vacuum sealed well.
That's right. Kevin Gibbons, welcome. Glad to see you made it in the chat tonight. Cool Cast Fishing says it takes about a day for a skipjack to turn to crap that's not iced correctly. I would say less time than that, but it might take that long depending on the weather.
Yeah, depending on the weather.
How you care for them. But yeah, you don't have a very long period of time now. We used to go on skippy trips before Winter Blues on Wheeler on Doc, and several of us. So there was 65 of us in that motel down Cumberland City. Down
a lot of people in one room.
Well, it wasn't all in the same room, but
a lot
we
of
would go down there, and I'd take a trailer with coolers on the back of it, and ice them babies down and vacuum seal them and stack them in them coolers after they had cooled out all day. And I would do that at the motel, run extension cord out there and do that. And I'd get home. One year we brought back almost 600, 565. That was my year's supply of skipjack. Now you can't do that anymore. And I'm not sad that they changed that law where you can't, because that was, but nobody knew that there'd ever be an endless supply of them in those days.
Right.
Didn't realize it. But we had so much fun, everybody getting together and catching them. And man, I was giving away as many as I brought home, because there was poor old Bob Rudy. He couldn't catch one. I believe you could have hooked it and handed him the rod. He'd lost it. He was down there for 4 days, never caught a fish. But he went home with several. We made sure that he got some. But that was some great times. But mine were vacuum sealed and put on ice that night. And when I got home, they went in the freezer. Now, after that, we got a generator and we had those small freezers. The idea was, but we stopped going down there because Winter Blues on Wheeler was over the same weekend, and everybody wanted to fish that tournament. And that went on for several years. So, and then that went away. But, that's, if I was going to do it like we did then, one of those little freezers and my generator on that trailer, that's the way to go.
Stop it, Buck Williams.
Hey, welcome, Buck Williams.
Hey, Buck.
Them Cardinals, they didn't do so good against the Reds today, but they sure done good against them Scrubbies.
Man, we're just going to let them get back into that all-time series, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't care. You can say what you want. They beat them.
What do you do?
But yeah, that's them Skippy trips. Doc's grandson, Josh, just graduated college. He had a scholarship to play football, and I forgot which college it is. He was small enough, they slept in the same bed, and he got turned around in bed and kicked Doc upside the head with his foot, rearranged his nose.
Oh, no.
He had a black eye one year when we was down there. It was funny. He was probably 8 or 9 years old. That's how long them Skippy trips have been. And we went every year for several years, and we stayed in motels. And the first Winter Blues on Wheeler tournament, we all conglomerated together at a restaurant, and the waitresses quit because they'd never seen that many people before.
Oh, Lord.
They couldn't believe they didn't know about the tournament and how many people was going to be there. And we stopped and told them that afternoon that there was going to be a bunch of us in there eating tonight. And they was just thrilled, but they had no idea how many it was. There was a line, people standing outside shooting the breeze, trying to figure out how long it was going to be.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm surprised the cook didn't quit, but the waitress did.
Wow.
That was a long time ago too.
Well, I've seen you at a buffet, so I can only imagine a whole group of you.
I do like to eat.
I've ate all you can eat shrimp with Lyle. There was a lot of shrimp consumed that night. How we both didn't die of mercury poison that night.
I don't know, but it was sure good, wasn't it?
It was good.
I had some at that place, I don't know, a couple months ago, 3 months ago. And I don't know what they did to it, but it was the best I'd ever had there. It was spicier, but it wasn't harmful spicy. You can have stuff so spicy that it hurts my stomach. This was not like that. It was very flavorful and good, It's the only time. I don't know what was different about it that particular night, but it was really, really good. And believe me, Josh,
Well, they
I
had a
had
different
my
cook there
share
that night.
and your share. Yeah, we had a lot that night.
Oh yeah, we had a bunch. I'm trying to think. I know Caitlin was there. I think John was with us too. Maybe.
He was
Yeah.
little.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, just a little guy. That was a lot of fun. Dave Funk.
Take this job and shove it.
Whoa.
That's the way I'm feeling right now.
Just call in sick tomorrow, Chad.
That's tough.
You know,
Just bang in, Chad.
I'm only.
Just remember,
I'm maxed out on sick time. I don't. know
You're
if I'm-
maxed out on. You are actually donating sick leave back to them.
You're not wrong. No, dude, I get 6 weeks off a year already.
Yeah.
just
Say, I can-
remember,
How much more could you get if you weren't donating your sick
You're
leave
not
back
wrong.
to them?
You're not wrong.
if you take off a sick day tomorrow, just think of the mess you're going to have Wednesday when you go in.
Yeah.
That's the way I always used to look at it.
I can only imagine what my email box looks like right now with being off 11.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
11 days worth of email. Yes.
Because when I shut down, I shut down. My boss has probably emailed me. I probably got 100 emails from him. And
Mhm.
But they
He-
know
he-
you're doing that.
he
You're
Right?
knows.
on vacation. So
he knows when I am off, I am.
I
broke
set the
away.
auto responder on mine, and then whoever emails me gets this nice little email back that says I'm out of the office.
I
So,
had
There
one
you go.
phone call and one text message. No, I'm sorry, 2 calls. One, I have a supervisor that's out on medical. He was just giving me a what's up of what's going on with him, how he's doing, because he went on a medical 2 days before I went on vacation. And then the other one was one of our employees that didn't realize I was on vacation because they don't pay attention, you know. So, but that was it. Other than that, nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. I've got people underneath me that are in charge of things that need to be done, and
Well, that's
if they can't handle it,
all
I'll
that
handle it when
matters.
I get back. If they didn't lose their job by the time I get back, we're good.
everything's good. Yep.
Everything should be fine.
Yes.
You used to have a girl that come in and watch the show. If I remember right, she left working for you. She
Oh
used to
yeah,
watch-
yeah, yep. She still works there. She
Oh, does she?
she left working for my team. She stepped down for a career move to get into leadership. So she took
Very
a step
nice.
down, and now
Mhm.
she's gotten right now to the first step of it she wants. She's now a lead and getting some leadership exposure there. So
Well, good for her. I remember that because she would kind of get in on you a little bit once in a while.
oh
Mhm.
yeah, that was Brittany.
Brittany, yeah.
Yep.
What's your name?
Yeah, I'm still very upset. Every once in a while, I'll park somewhat behind her in the parking lot at work, and I will notice that my sticker is no longer on the back of her Jeep, but Dockery's is. I'm just saying.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
Oh, you know what else coming up this week, Lyle? This
What's that?
weekend? Josh Fuller, my buddy that runs the Wren Lake Catfishing Group, is having a kids tournament up at Wren Lake this week.
Outstanding.
And
Oh, nice.
we're going to have he had asked me whenever he come up with the tournament idea if we could maybe go live or something like that. I think we're going to try to do that on this channel. That way the kids, as they come in to weigh in, I'm going to tell them they're talking to Santa Claus, but I mean,
Oh my God, will you stop?
but
It don't matter. We're gonna have fun with that.
But they'll be they'll be live. It's going to make them feel good.
What
So
day is that?
that? Is this Saturday?
Saturday. What time?
I believe weigh-in starts at 1 p.m. maybe something like that.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay, make sure you keep me
So 2 your time.
reminded about that.
And how long does Bumping for Biggins run?
I believe it's either 8 to 1 or 8 to 2. So
Okay.
we should be
So it ought
ending
to
right
be
about the
good
same
shape,
time
yeah.
as you guys are doing the weigh-in,
Yeah.
so we can send everybody right over to check that out. The kids
Awesome.
tournament, so,
Be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Looking forward to that.
oh, yeah.
What about a bragging board for this week, Josh?
We do have a bragging board. We got it's kind of a short bragging board, but we have one.
Well, we had 2 weeks in a row of huge ones.
Huge bragging boards. Now we've got one that's about a minute and a half, but
That's fine.
it's got some good fish. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Howdy folks, it's time once again to take a look at the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. This covers through the week of May the 27th, 2024. Leading us off this week, we have a photo sent to us by Paula the Crazy Granny. Paula sent in this photo of her new personal best flathead catfish, which weighed in at an astounding 65 pounds. Congratulations, Paula. That's a great fish. Next up, we have a last-minute entry to the bragging board. Danny Stone caught this 19.76-pound blue catfish today, Memorial Day, and got the picture to me about 5 minutes before I was set to render the bragging board video. This fish was caught on live crawfish. Great job, Danny. And closing us out this week, Roger of Muskrat Adventures sent us this photo of 12-year-old Levi, who caught himself a new personal best blue catfish weighing in at 21 pounds. Congratulations, Levi. Good job. Don't forget, guys, you too can be featured on the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. To be eligible, the fish needs to have been caught within the past 14 days, and we accept pictures of any species of fish. To get yourself or a friend on the bragging board, all you need to do is email your fish photo to pics@theweekendangler.com. Send us the information shown on your screen, and we'll get it on the board for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week.
Great fish, Josh.
There's some good fish on there.
Good fish.
I know I was on
Really good fish.
I was getting the bragging board edited out and almost had everything ready to go, and Danny was blowing my phone up. So
Hey, that's a great fish.
it was funny. I mean, I'll gladly put it in there. So
I take them every time I go out and be thrilled to have a 19-pound fish. Every time. I see Stan is joined us. Welcome, Stan. He said, I sent my picture of the personal best, nothing that I caught again.
Yeah. I like this one. Don't be dumb. Hit the thumb.
Thank you, Randy.
I like that one.
I do too. That's fun. We had the last 2 weeks. We had some outstanding bragging boards, and just so you all know, you do not have to have pictures of catfish only. It can be any fish that you've caught in the last 14 days. And I know Benoit Fishing Outdoors has caught some fish, but if I didn't misread the chat, they keep forgetting to send
They keep forgetting, yes.
And that's okay, because we'll take them. We want to help everybody know what gains you're making at whatever stage of fishing you're at. If you're a beginner and you catch a good fish, let us have it. If you are a veteran like Danny is, and he caught a 19-pound fish, like I said, I'll take them every time I go out and be thrilled with a 19-pound fish. And I haven't been fishing for those fish like that. I've been fishing for small fish, and I'm just as happy to catch them as Danny was to catch that 20-pound catfish. So any kind of fish you want, just get them to Josh.
We'll get them on the board.
On the bragging board.
Brag about your outdoor adventures.
That's right.
That's the thing.
That's
You're out,
exactly.
you're enjoying nature, you're catching fish. You know,
Boys, I got to tell you, I know the Panfish Nation. I know that it is a fishing show. We're trying to help people catch more panfish because they're the most popular fish in the United States. Bluegills, perch, crappie, all the small fish. They're easy to catch as a general rule.
Yep.
But after the post I made today, I have a feeling there'll be some crap talking about food.
No. Now you guys, now look. You know I'm a critic.
I know you are.
And you guys, I gotta hand it to you, fellas. I don't chat a lot much anymore on anybody's shows. I've just been in a funk lately, I guess, and
Me too.
I've just been listening. But I would say that, especially the last month or two of you guys and over at Panfish Nation, the shows have been very, very good and very informative.
Thank you. Thank you. Well,
So,
after the post I
don't Mark,
made
I said
about,
good things.
I won't. After the
No,
post I made about him today and the little video about all the bacon, and God, let me tell you, my back's killing me. My feet are all swelled up. Stand up, cooking all it. I don't think he's seen it yet because I haven't heard from him.
Mm.
So when he
There ain't
does,
no telling with him.
yeah, that's true. I have a feeling that will be brought up Wednesday. Panfish Nation at 7 o'clock. Chad will be on Thursday at 7
Mhm.
with the bait shop
8
with
p.m.
his
Eastern.
group.
You confuse all the great East Coast people when you start talking
Yep.
about the wrong time zone.
It's God's time.
God's time is Eastern.
No, it's
No.
no, it's not. We got Stan and Jody both on Friday nights. Don't know what's going on Saturday and Sunday. It's different every week, and I can't keep up with it. And then we'll be back here Monday night on Catfish Week. Roger and them go on Tuesday night. I remember that.
Yep, they're on
Yep.
Tuesdays.
So
Anybody? There's always somebody on. That's a good thing anymore. It
we
seems
talked
like
about
there's
this
always
before,
somebody
fellas.
on.
There was a time when Catfish Weekly was the only consistent every week show that come on. And now you can watch fishing of your choice every day on YouTube. And let's face it, some of these people have got really good content. Really good content. And that's how I knew to say something about Dave Scott stuff. I seen his video. I seen the one, I believe it was last night, that Matt Wolbert put up about the tornado down in his area. It might have been the night before. There's so many tornadoes going on, I can't keep up. Oh,
There's a lot of
There's
tornadoes.
been a
And-
lot of them this year. Yep.
there was. And if I don't see, if you're doing videos and you don't hear me say something about them, you might want to message me because I might not know you're doing videos. Because I watch a lot of them. I'll sit here and tie jigs for hours and watch YouTube videos. And I try to promote as many of them as I can. Rigging for Fatties is another one. Has a lot of great YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fishes out of a kayak.
Yep.
Ryan Bortz has been killing it out of his kayak. Of course, he's got a buddy of his that is above and beyond, kind of. You know, he's a big YouTuber.
Wow,
think
you
of
need
his
a kayak is what
Yeah,
it's
No.
kind of looking
I
like.
do not. I do not. I still have this thought entering my mind about the single person pontoons. Inflatable pontoons, you could get out of
Hey,
that thing.
You ain't going to know inflatable nothing. I'd rather be on a regular freaking kayak than an inflatable anything.
Chad, we let him do that. We'll sit out there with a BB gun.
Exactly.
What the?
With friends like I got, there ain't no way I'm doing an inflatable anything.
They took these down on Class 5 rapids and did knock holes in them.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Class 5. Class 5 is a big rapid. There's some good videos out there about it. They look really fun. The little rivers and creeks I got, you could get out if you hit a low spot, drag it over them, and just jump back in it. The only thing, there's some modifications like putting a floor in it that I would like. I think it'd be fun. The problem is you have to get somebody to take all your stuff down to where you're going to stop because you can't go back up most of the time. It's like being in a canoe or a kayak. If you're in a river, you go down, you want to be able to load up when you get there. That's the only issue I see with it. But it does look like a lot of fun to me.
If it's going to be inflatable, it better be made of Kevlar or something. I mean,
Class 5 rapid chair.
I'm still thinking we sit out there with a BB gun.
I'll never tell you.
or an airsoft rifle. That's all it's going to take to go through. I guarantee you.
Yep.
I'm never going to tell you where I'm going to be. It's never going to happen. You guys are just mean. You got the Dockery syndrome. I know James has kayaks. Man, I just see a bunch of pictures come fogging in. Has them not been on the bragging board?
Those just got dumped into our little bragging board chat.
Cool. They'll be up for next week then.
Yep.
It was awesome. Look at that middle one. Ain't he cute? Nice flathead. I like that. Boys, we're running on about an hour and 15 minutes. What else we got to close out with?
I think, let me see if
About
it's
it.
still going on. I know Danny Stone had a video premiere. Actually, it is premiering. It's ongoing now. So
Okay.
when we finish up, go over and you're going to catch it part of the way through. Go over and check out Danny. This is him a couple weeks ago when he came to Crab Orchard and fished my waters. So
You guys had too much fun down there. Chad, closing statements?
It's been a wonderful, wonderful vacation. Even though I've been down on my back, I've got
I
air
offered to
conditioning.
come down and walk on your back.
So did D, but I told him no.
Yeah.
But I've got air conditioner now, so I'm very, very, very happy about that. So we'll see you guys this coming Thursday over on the bait shop.
Absolutely. Want to thank all of our veterans and the families of those that didn't make it back. This is a very important holiday weekend. Please remember that as you close out the holiday. It's been a great one. Thanks everybody for watching Catfish Weekly, and we will see you next Monday night.
Have a great week, y'all.